Just taking in the sights and sounds of nature on a beautiful late February morning. The air is perfectly still. Clear blue skies again. Nature not yet woken up, but it will be soon. It's just starting to wipe the sleep from its eyes. And here I am, and I get to enjoy this. I honestly don't know how I would cope without having this on my doorstep. I am so lucky. So today's video, I want to talk about the difference between being a nice person and a good person. Sorry, I'm negotiating yet more mud. The ground is drying out last few days, and it'll continue to do so because we've got a lot of dry weather forecast, but there's still quite a bit of mud around. So, difference between being a good person and a nice person. Someone who's been a massive influence on me recently is Jordan Peterson, Canadian clinical psychologist. He is one of those rare individuals who is able to distill what human nature actually is and explain it in a way that is so simple yet so deep at the same time. And listening to him, it's just revelation after revelation after revelation. Does anybody else listen to Jordan Peterson, by the way? If you don't, if you're interested in understanding the human story and the human condition, essentially, listen to Jordan Peterson podcasts or watch him on YouTube. Anyway, a few days ago, he was talking about the difference between being a nice person and a good person, and how people think they're the same and they couldn't be more different. And this got me thinking. It was a light bulb moment to me. Because nice, what is nice? But people think a nice person, it's a bit of a vague word, isn't it? Nice, or nice person, or there must be a good person. Well, not necessarily, no, which is what he went on to talk about. And for me, I think potentially going back a year, maybe I was a nicer person than I am now. But right now, am I a better person than I was a year ago? I think yes, definitely. I'm going to try and explain why. So I've always been a diplomatic person. Always been a diplomatic person. It's a random dog barking at me there. Anyway, diplomatic in terms of I've always tried to see both sides of the argument. I've always understood the importance of seeing both sides of the argument, but maybe not had the confidence or the assertiveness to outwardly express which side of the argument I ultimately support. And that might be as a consequence of being too nice, not wanting to upset people. I've got a friend here. Here he is. I can't spin this camera around, but you might see him in a minute. Oh, there's another dog. The joys. Hello, are you okay? You okay? Yeah, good, thanks, yeah. Well, they seem to be getting on okay, those two dogs. Yeah, but maybe not having the assertiveness or the confidence to ultimately express which side of the argument I supported. Now, yeah, diplomatic, so my diplomatic skills, I harnessed them to good use in a previous job. I had it for 10 years, and part of that job was to be a mediator between warring factions of students, warring students and landlords, and to be an intermediary. And it does require diplomatic skills and mediation skills, the ability to be able to listen, to encourage both sides to pay attention to each other, and then to work towards a solution. And that kind of like plays into, that comes naturally to me. It always has done, really. And I think in the last few years I've looked around at our world and thought, why can't people just like accept that there are different opinions out there, and that everyone has a right to have an opinion. However, the downside of that is I didn't have the, like I say, the assertiveness to be able to, maybe in social situations, maybe with people I know, in work setting, to sometimes stand my ground and say, no, after considering everything, this is what I think. And what I think is what I think, and I have a right to express it. And I think this is a problem we have in our world at the moment. I really do. An issue of too many individuals not being able to express what they really think. I really do believe that. And hello, meeting lots of people today on the walk. Yes, but diplomacy is a critical element for a society to possess in abundance, and we don't have it at the moment, I don't think. But there's something that surpasses it, a value system that surpasses diplomacy, particularly in times of trouble like right now. And that value is truth. Seeking, speaking, embracing and living through truth. There comes a time when the world is in such a perilous state that individuals need to take it upon themselves to be completely vulnerable and outwardly express to the world what they think of what they're seeing. And I've realised the power of that. There is immense power to the individual in doing that, in that it completely liberates you. It really does. You're not constricted, you're not constrained, you're not in a straitjacket with regard to what you can say or what you think you can say. So it liberates you, and B, you are being yourself in the world. You are being completely authentic. And again, authenticity, a quality that I think this world is lacking at the moment. Now, what's the drawbacks to? And I would say that on balance, all that what I've said, maybe at times you wouldn't describe that approach as nice. But is it well intentioned? Therefore, is it good? I would argue yes. So nice, seeing both sides, but ultimately sitting on the fence, not wanting to upset people, all this kind of thing. Okay, that's to a degree, that's a good quality, but there are many ways that is not a good quality. Actually, that's what I've learned. Well, what are the drawbacks of speaking truth? I talk about this a lot. Again, not the truth, no such thing. Personal truth. What are the drawbacks? People either love you or hate you. You divide opinion, and you really either draw people in or push them away. That is the payback for speaking truth on a deep level. I think it was Nietzsche said that the true mark of a person is how much truth they can tolerate. And yeah, what I've learned, someone said it to me the other day, better to accept an ugly truth than to believe a beautiful lie. And there we go. Truth is hard. To be complicit in a lie is easy. To seek, speak, embrace truth, very, very difficult. But it's a good thing to do. So I wanted to ask any of you, any of my subscribers, anyone who sees this video, what do you think about what I've said? And what do you think about the concept of niceness? What is niceness to you? What is being nice? And what is being good? And has what I've said opened up like a new door into how you perceive yourself and your place in the world? It's not my observation, it's Jordan Peterson's, but I wanted to pass it on because it's so profound. So let me know, please let me know what you think, the advantages and disadvantages of being nice and being good. If you do like my content, please subscribe if you want to see more of this type of video. And I'll speak to you soon. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my walk now. Okay, bye bye.